You got yawns. So tired. You guys ready to get up?
Kimahri, you good girl? Sun baby? So cute. Eye contact. Good girl. Eye contact. Good girl.
Okay, on the menu today, first meal for the squad after waiting. I'm eating the blueberries. Is a turkey neck. It's partially frozen. It's better for them. It's good for them to chew on. Scott already knows. Each turkey neck is about a pound, keeping that in mind for the ratio of how much they're eating today. Alright, proper hygiene. Proper hygiene is so important when you feed your pup raw, because I'm about to handle the door and different things, so gotta wash all that raw meat off of me. And Squad is gonna eat this outside on the deck. You guys are ready for breakfast? The only reason why we can do it like this with the squad is because they don't have resource guarding anymore. We've trained them so well that they can actually sit together as long as we are around them and eat this, because this is a very prized possession. But they know by now that I'm the one that's giving it to them, and they have to behave a certain way. So that's why we can do it all together, but we never leave them unsupervised anyways. That's very, very important. But being part of the process and for you to use your hands like you saw when we first started, this way they know that you're still part of it and they can't become very protective of this very special prize, because as you can see, this is very, very natural to them, and gives them almost a state of euphoria when they do this. It's amazing. Good girl, mamas. Good girl. These larger bones are so good to help with their dental hygiene. It's not like the other type of bones that we also feed the squad. We definitely don't do the marrow bones anymore after we learned that they can crack their teeth. But softer, smaller size bones than the marrow bones, we do those, and those are great for dental cleaning. But including these turkey necks, the larger turkey necks and duck necks really help out to keep their teeth clean on a maintenance level, because they use their teeth on the side so much while they're eating and chewing this. Kimahri looks depressed. She's like, where is mine? She finished it. It's all gone, mamas. Next time more, okay? See, the reason why we do this outside is because it does get messy. I mean, they lick it clean, that's definitely part of it, but after they're done, I can just take hot water with some soap and scrub this down, and everything stays nice and clean. That's the secret to keeping everything clean. But definitely big messy bones like this, we never give it inside the house. If it's really cold and wintertime, then what we do is put a big throw down in the house, a big blanket that we can wash. We make them eat on top of that, and then we just toss it in the wash on high temperature, and everything stays nice and clean. But when it's not too cold or it's not rainy, outside is perfect.
Yuna, you ready to go mountain? Mary, you wanna go? Nice.
One of the things we keep in mind when it comes to exercising the Husky Squad, and that goes along with how they eat, is that we always wait at least 2 hours till after they ate before we go do their hikes or their fitness. Because, I mean, imagine what it's like if you have a full stomach and you have to go to the gym or you have to go swimming. That just wouldn't be fun at all. So it's logic, common sense, but sometimes we just don't think about those things. And for dogs, it can actually be very dangerous if they exercise on a full stomach. I believe it can lead to bloat. I think that was one of the things, and probably some other issues too. And bloat for dogs could be fatal, so we're very careful with that. One of the best ways is to exercise them on a hungry tummy period. We do that too. But it depends how the weather is, and if it's raining a lot, then we have to wait. So we just wait a good 2 hours before we exercise them after they ate. So today we have a really cool menu for the squad. Their food changes all the time, and we have a pretty cool meal plan that we set up for them, how they eat, and they get so much variety, and it's still so easy, which is really helpful. It used to intimidate me so much to think of feeding them raw back in the day, but now it's just become part of life, and it's actually not even that difficult. So yeah, it's really cool to feed them this way. I would never go back to kibble. And actually, our program kibble to raw. So many dog parents across Instagram, YouTube, direct messages, Facebook have been asking how to transition your pup to a raw food diet, and it took us a lot to put this together because we wanted to cover every single thing in this program that we would benefit from when we were new to this. There's so many questions, so many opinions, and it's so overwhelming. So we wanted to combine everything in an easy digestible program with lots of videos. So yeah, for less than a bag of kibble, you can transform your pup's life into a healthier life. I mean, this raw food diet is so powerful and we stand so much behind it. Not only was it an integral part of healing Kimahri's cancer, but we just saw so many more benefits with the squad, and whoever transitions to a raw food diet, every parent has some amazing success story, every dog parent. So it's really cool. We're so stoked to bring this out to everybody so you guys can all get it and join this incredible way of feeding your dog. And I think one of my most favorite parts of this program that we built is that it's so easy and realistic, even though if you live a crazy, ridiculous, busy lifestyle, which we do, we're constantly working. So we couldn't do this in a way where, oh my god, I have to get a whole duck from some place and pick it up. And we just needed something that will be efficient, will be easy, meet their nutritional needs, and absolutely delicious and tons of variety. So it's gonna be really cool. And this is a very nice break from all the work that we're going out hiking with the squad. Thank goodness for them, because if not for them, maybe we wouldn't even get our exercise for the day. So that's what we're gonna go do now. Alright friends, it's been such a great day with the squad, and of course super busy as usual, and that's why having these handy ready cut pieces of complete meat, that whole complete section that's all ready to go here. And here we have all the components. Squad is waiting. They're a little tired already. The fire is going. It's gonna be a nice night. Okay, I'm going to keep it unusually pretty in the bowl, just so you can see how it looks like, what the ingredients are, and then we're gonna mash it up before the squad eats it, because it's just better for dogs instead of leaving a chunk of meat in the middle, right? So the first thing I'm going to do here, just showing you what we have. We have ready-made, ready chopped yellow squash for the squad, ready to go. That is our veggie for tonight. And I already have a good idea how to do this, how much to feed the squad. But I usually do around 2 tablespoons per pup. Okay. Now this is organic squash. And I like using organic because organic is not expensive anymore. You can find it easily these days. Usually, sometimes it's the same price, sometimes just a little bit more expensive, and sometimes it's even cheaper. So organic is great. You're not adding extra chemicals. So whenever we can do organic, we absolutely go for organic. And the same thing goes with the eggs. They're pasture-raised organic eggs. They're a lot more nutrient dense, and I calculated it really only makes about $3 or $4 difference per month feeding the squad these eggs versus feeding the other eggs, because they get approximately 2 eggs per week, right? 1 to 2 eggs per week. So it's not really that expensive. It doesn't really add a whole lot. And then we'll get into the supplements of the day in a minute. But this is one of the meals and one of the varieties that we feed the Husky Squad. And I can't even put this into words how good this feels, feeding the squad real food. I mean, this is just amazing. I'm going to read to you really quick what is in this meat, so you don't think of it as just this pink blob. 1 second. Okay, in this meat is exactly what a dog needs. This is the foundational food. You cannot go around it, and that is all of it. That is duck, right? So we have duck, including the bone content, duck livers, which is secreting organs, and then we have duck hearts and duck gizzards. So when you feed like this, you know that you're meeting their needs, especially if it's a good company, and how they raise the animals, where they're sourced the meat from is incredible. So we trust this brand. There's so many great brands out there, just you have to do the research. No matter where you live, you have to find out what works best, but this is very local, and that is what we like. But this is what's in this pink chub that's cut into their bowl. This is their foundation. So much more goes into how we create their meals, how they eat differently over the days, and how over time they meet all their needs together. And that is why we created From Kibble to Raw, because we want to pass all that information. And we've been asked so many times how we do this. It's not complicated. You just have to understand the overall picture, what it's like to feed raw, and it's just the best feeling in the world than feeding our pups a processed diet of kibble and whatnot. It's just, it doesn't feel right. It's not healthy for them. I mean, especially Kimahri getting cancer, that was our biggest wake-up call, and now it's changed our life, and we are never going back. This is staying for their entire life. Whether we're going to change things up over time, very likely, but we've been doing this. This is easy, especially for working days. This makes so much sense, and it's all about the sourcing, and it's incredible. It's the best feeling in the world. Here's the last one. Squad loves raw eggs. I love the way they pop the yolk when they eat it. They seem to really enjoy it. Alright, here's the last yolk. Now, because the squad doesn't love eggshells whole, I mash them up. So let's mash this up here on the side, so you can still see what this is for now. It's actually really impressive, the squad. I've been working with them to be patient, and this is really delicious food. It's not just kibble, so for them to just hang out over there is amazing. We've been working with them for so long to keep it cool during dinner time. But yeah, this is really, really cool. Okay, let's go to the green stuff. Green stuff, it's got a lot of goodies in here, but this is based on different seaweeds, different kelps, and has a lot of great trace minerals. So this has become a staple in the squad's diet. They have it almost every day. I'm only making it pretty so you guys can see the end. This is usually never the case. And it won't be the case after we're done. Now you're probably asking what brand is this, and because this video is going to live on YouTube for a long time and we change our mind sometimes, so I'm not going to talk about the brand of this green stuff that we're using, but what I will say is I will leave all this information in the description on this video, what our current favorite brand is, and this way we can easily update it and you guys can go check that out. Be sure to do your own research, what will work best for your pup, but we like to stay on top of these things. We don't just stay stuck with one type of brand, because if there's a better brand that comes out, or maybe the brand we're using right now does something that we don't like, we can easily switch and update you guys too, okay? Now, this is another essential part of the squad's diet. This is salmon oil from a fantastic source. You have to be very cautious where you get salmon oil from, but this is an essential part of a dog's diet for so many reasons. This bottle is huge. I'm going to try not to make a big mess. This was an essential part of Kimahri's cancer recovery, this fish oil, and our holistic vet wants us to continue giving this, and I read so many reasons why everybody needs to add fish oil to their pup's diet, but you have to be either absolutely sure it comes from a great place. Not all fish oils are good, and some fish oils can actually do more harm than good, so be very careful where you get this from. Again, I will link our current favorites here in the description of the video. The amazing thing about the way we created this kibble to raw transition program is that it's so easy. It really doesn't take a whole lot of time to build this way of eating. It takes a lot less time than you cooking for your children or for yourself, and we just built it in a method that you can do something and then it will last you for a couple days, like these veggies, the way we store them, the way we chop them. It's so efficient. So this is going to feed the squad for another meal, which is perfect, the yellow squash, and then I just cycle to the next veggie on the list in the meal plan. So it's really easy. This goes back in the fridge right now. Alright guys, let's have a last good look before this meal becomes squad approved and good to go. So here we have the duck blend foundation, we have the yellow squash, we have the green supplement that's added, we have the egg and the eggshell, salmon oil, and then we also have the joint supplement. And that's it. This is their meal. We like to keep it simple, but we like to rotate it a lot. That's our method. Instead of feeding too many things in one meal, we like rotating it so it digests much better. When you put too many things into your own bowl, you can feel when you ate 20 different ingredients, and we feel that the squad will probably feel the same way too. So we instead like to rotate often, but keeping it simple during each meal. Alright, let's mash this up, guys. I'm going to try to keep the yolk whole because they love digging into the yolk. Yes, we kept one whole. But what I will do here for sure, while I mash this up, is blending the eggshells into the meat because they don't love this part that much, right? But this is such a great source for calcium for them, added calcium, different type of calcium, that it's not worth throwing this away. Perfect. We kept the yolk whole so they'll get to lick it, pop it open. They love that stuff. And because the egg white is floating around everywhere, they will not omit their veggies. Otherwise, dogs can ignore veggies. So if you're like us and you want to feed your pup a healthy diet and you want to transition away from this processed food that is just full of chemicals, preservatives, and also feels really weird to feed your pup such kind of food for its entire life, then come join us. Change your pup's diet from kibble to raw, and you will experience the amazing benefits. I mean, besides how this diet was part of Kimahri's cancer recovery in just 28 days, we've seen so many benefits with the squad, from skin to general vitality in their life, and also their stool. I mean, I don't want to talk about stool right now, but their digestive system is absolutely amazing compared to before. And Yuna used to be so gassy, poor girl, before we switched her to a raw diet. I feel so bad thinking back about it now. I know, Tidus, we can hear you. It's almost ready, buddy. So that's just top of my head some of the benefits: a shinier, healthier coat. You don't need to go extract anal glands anymore because the bone content does that for you. I mean, the list can go on and on and on how much this diet has benefited the squad. But never mind even the fact that they absolutely love eating this way. I don't even know how they contain themselves while we prep here. Oh, one yolk popped. Oh well. But this is as good as we need it to be. I think this is going to work. Okay. Okay, guys. If you want to transition your pup away from eating this kibble processed diet, and you want to do it in a simple way that's realistic, that's affordable, and that's something that you can do in the long term, definitely join us, and you're going to experience the amazing benefits from learning from our mistakes, from having a great layout and a meal plan, how you can start this transition with your pup. We include everything we've learned, and it's been so much because there's so much out there, but nothing is really packaged into something that you can easily digest and learn. And that is exactly what we did in our program, From Kibble to Raw, and we know you guys are gonna love it. So definitely check that out. I'll leave the link in the description here of this video, and you can also go to huskysquad.com and join parents who love their pups and care for their health just as much as we do. Alright guys, let's go feed the squad. Here you go, mommy love. Kimahri down. Kimahri down, mama. Good boy, Tidus. Kimahri down. Lay down, mamas. Kimahri down. What a good girl. All right. Kimahri, come here, mamas. You guys taking turns on the balls? As always, was that good, mummies? Was that so good, mummies? Was that so delicious? Was that so delicious? I know. Tomorrow morning more, okay, girl? Okay, guys. Was that good? Oh, you can't leave me though right now. You can come give me hugs. You can come give me hugs. Was that good, buddy? That's it.